It's a battle at the end of the day. I think everyone knows that. And I'm just out there trying to do my part. That's all I can say.
Do you think it's as close as Coach Day tells us?
I mean, he's making a decision, so whatever he said, that's what it is.
No, I want to know what you think.
I think he just continue to work hard, continue to put in more work outside of practice field, and just his own free time. He knows whatever he's doing, taking care of his body, getting extra passes on the monarch, just whatever he could do to get ready for the season. I think he's definitely taking that approach. Yes, Carnell's been special, man. I think Carnell's probably at a better point right now than I was going into my sophomore year. So I think, yeah, it's last year. So I mean, I think he's amazing. He handles his business. He's always in the right spot, catches the ball, runs great routes. So I'm excited to really see what his career looks like. I think he'd be one of the best receivers to ever come to Ohio State. So his future is very bright. How he's handled his situation, on and off the field. Can't speak to how hard that must be for him. So. And then Brandon, he's getting better each and every day too. He comes in, he has a lot of confidence, and he goes out there and just makes plays. So I think definitely Brandon and Carnell remind me of Neck and how he came in when we were freshmen. So they're two very talented receivers. I definitely think too.
Yeah, Gary used to talk about
that's just kind of how it is, receivers now. The new group comes in, and they remind you of your younger selves. That's just kind of how it is.
Why is that? Mark? Why are you guys so, for one of another term, sort of polished already when you get here? I know there's things you need to work on. Like we were watching you there for 20 minutes, but how do you explain receivers being that advanced?
I mean, I think it's not like that everywhere in the country, for sure. So you have to give Coach Hartline a lot of credit for just recruiting the right people, the guys that are already very talented and getting them to come here. But I think just as a fan of football, 7-on-7 has done. The younger guys, they're kind of playing football all year round now. South Florida Express, Carnell and Brandon both played for. So I mean, I think it's just they've been playing football for so long and so much in their careers that you get to college and kind of already polished, and then just you come here and just make the plays at this point.
What stands out about this offense through preseason camp, the scrimmages y'all have had? Do you feel like y'all are going to pick up from an aggressive standpoint the way y'all played against Georgia? Do you feel like that's where y'all are going to pick up from?
Yeah, I think even in the loss, you still realize that from an offensive standpoint, there was definitely some bright spots there. Obviously, we didn't get the win, so it wasn't perfect, but we learned a lot from that game. Just how we can factor that into next season. I think we definitely kind of taking that same aggressive approach going into this year.
Marvin, if Ryan were to go with two quarterbacks against Indiana, would you feel pretty good about that decision?
Yeah, I mean, that's the decision he makes. Like I said, my job is to play receiver. I'm just out there, get the right spot for the quarterback and catch the ball and get some more yards after the catch for them. So that's the decision he goes with. I'm all for it.
Do you think it would be pretty seamless, like if, let's say Kyle plays one quarter and then Devin, or maybe even alternating drives? Do you think the transition would be pretty seamless between the two? There wouldn't be much of a difference?
I mean, yeah, I think they're both going to do the right thing from a quarterback standpoint, make the right reads. I think they both definitely have the arm talent to both be able to make any throw in the offense that we're asking them. I don't think really too much to be different.
given your size and skill set, what does that bring to the slot position?
Yeah, I mean, I think if you just look at the slot receivers in Ohio State's offense over the past couple of years, there's a lot of success. Dated back to KJ Hill, Paris Campbell, Jackson, Garrett for 1 year, and Mecca last year. So I think the slot is a very important piece in our offense. And then even from a run blocking standpoint, I think that's where my slots are kind of come into play. We ask our slots, sometimes dig out linebackers and block the ends. So I think I definitely can do that in the offense. And then just being a mismatch. I mean, I like my chances against the safety anytime. So I think it's just definitely brings a different element to the offense.
You emphasize a lot this spring that we get better at drop and catch.
Yeah.
How do you actually get better?
Game reps, you really can't. They're hard to get in practice. You catch the ball, get tagged off, and you can only do so much. But I think guys with the catch is kind of more, definitely a mindset thing. Not letting the first person tackle you. trying to do as much as you can after the catch. I think it's really just a mindset. You can't really practice that as much.
Marvin, what is it about Xavier that made him the right guy to wear the block on this year?
I think X is the perfect example for what you want an Ohio State player to be. You look at his story, coming in, I think he played corner first, was a walk-on guy, came in with an injury. He played in so many different position rooms, corner, running back, and moving receiver, and he just always kept working, never really complained about anything. And just his leadership on and off the field, he's the guy that you want leading the team. Like I said, he's just a great example for myself and just the rest of the guys on the team. So I think he's just the perfect person to wear the block though. Yeah, I think just that explosiveness. I think he might have lacked a little bit just from certain injuries. I think I'm very excited to see what he can do when he is healthy. But I think playing injuries is a part of the game. No one's really healthy, especially after really going into week 1. Just with the brutals of camp, no one's really healthy going into the season. So, but I think he definitely has made improvements to his athletic ability, just with coach making the weight room and becoming more explosive, quick twitch and everything like that. So, definitely excited to see.
You like your chances against safeties, against the safeties. What about against Davis and Nick Bonosa?
Yeah, Dave.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, Dave is great. I'm so glad we got him on our team. I think he brings a different element to that DB room, just the dog mentality that he has. He can go out there and compete every day. He's one of the hardest working DBs that I've been around. He's done plenty of extra releases on Saturdays and whatever. Anytime after workouts, he's always asking me to do some extra releases, and we're out there for 30 minutes just doing releases and just getting each other better. So I'm definitely grateful that he's on our team.
Yeah, what do you think about that cornerback group in the secondary as a whole? I mean, if they made upgrades this year, how would you explain it?
Yeah, I think they've definitely made a lot of improvements. Just they're getting their hands more on passes, and I think more so they're just being more competitive at the catch point, and I think that's definitely shown in fall camp. From a receiver standpoint, you kind of like it but don't like it at the same time. But I'm definitely excited to see what they do against other teams because they've had a phenomenal camp, and they're only going to get better from here. Yeah, I think Sonny's one of those guys. You just put him on the field wherever, DN, linebacker, safety. He can play every position on the field, and he's just that good of a player where he can impact the game from any spot. So I think he's going to definitely bring a lot to our defense from a versatility standpoint, and just what he can do on the defensive side of the ball. Yeah, I think we're moving everybody all around. Obviously, Mecca's in the slot, but the Mecca's do outside too. Julian, we obviously move Xavier everywhere, running back, slot outside guy. So I think we're just all moving each other around, so it makes it harder for the defensive game plan and where we're going to be each play.
Marvin, thank you very much.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you very much.